Hey there, folks. I'm Feliciano. I'm a newly certified independent broker with David Allen Capital. And I'm actually returning to this industry of business funding, alternative business funding. I was involved in it 11 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, and saw some mixed success with it. Actually, I saw some success that showed me the tremendous potential of helping small business owners get funding for their business. And these are small business owners or mid-sized businesses as well that either do not qualify for a bank loan or don't want what the banks are offering for whatever reasons. And so those businesses are in need of injection of capital, right, of funding, because they still have ideas for growth, for expansion, for new equipment, for upgrades, whatever it may be. And without the necessary capital, without the necessary funding to get it done, of course, they find themselves perhaps stuck if they don't have access to funding. So basically, I went out, 12 years ago, joined a small shop in Oregon, where I still live here. Well, actually, at the time I was in California, but and so I had joined a small shop and again was able to help some restaurants, mainly restaurants actually, is what I was working with. There were many of them where I lived, and they were approachable, easy to work with, and I found myself being in a position where I was able to help small business owners, and that was tremendous. There was tremendous appeal in that. My only, where my experiences went negative for me 11 years ago, started 12 years ago, yeah, and 11 years ago, 10 years ago, I left. I left business funding, alternative business funding, and the reason was basically I was robbed a few times. I was cheated out of my points on the deal by crooked agents, representatives of legitimate funding companies. But I just happened to run into some bad apples. And so that really got me to a point where I wanted nothing to do with the industry. I thought it was all crooked and corrupt, and I was pretty bitter. And at that time, 10 years ago, just as I was leaving the industry, I heard about, and this is through a sales guy that I met. He's from Chicago, and he told me about David Allen Capital and what they were doing in this alternative funding space. And it sounded kind of impressive, but honestly, at the time, I was too cynical. I was too doubtful of anything coming from that industry. So I figured that David Allen Capital at the time was probably could have been another scam or another way to cheat independent brokers like myself. And so now here, 10 years later, I'm leaving teaching. I've been teaching for the past 8 years here in Oregon, in the southern Oregon coast. And I was teaching for the past 8 years and had taught for 6 years prior, many years ago, 5 years in the public school system, 1 year privately. Total of 14 years I spent teaching, various levels, never became certified or licensed. However, I did gain the experience of working with population of human beings through special ed, through alternative education, that afforded me the so much more than I think I could have brought to them. Whatever service I rendered, I really believe I got 10 times more than that, just in my own learning, personal growth, and self-awareness. However, I became somewhat burnt out, so I chose to not renew my contract this year. I'm returning to the alternative funding space with David Allen Capital because they're still around 10 years later. And I looked them up, really did my due diligence, and in checking them out and in reading what others were saying involved with David Allen Capital, I was really impressed enough to actually make the approach and get signed up. Just finished my certification to become an independent broker with David Allen Capital, so I'm really excited. And so, all this to say that I'm here now in this space, and I want to work with you. I want to work with small business owners who, again, cannot get access to capital, cannot get access to loans through banks, or are not willing to work with banks. Maybe because they're not willing to give up the collateral, in case they defaulted on the loan. That's pretty tough. Much higher FICO score requirements, waiting periods, a month, 2 months, perhaps, even three. Waiting periods where there could be lost opportunities. If you want to take advantage of, buying some inventory and at a special discount price, and there's a small window of opportunity within which to do it, and you don't have the funds to do it, guess what? That's not being able to buy lower is going to cut into your profit margins that much more. So it's all about opportunity and timing, and it's all about what you need. What does your business need, right? And we look at it realistically. I'm transparent. I don't BS, man. I was going to say it more harshly than that, but I don't BS. I don't play games. I'm here for you. I'm here for us. I'm here for humanity. I know that sounds crazy. That sounds corny, but it's not. It's absolutely 100% real with me. I'm all about the unity. I'm all about the oneness. What can we do to help one another, to serve one another, right? So what does your business need? What do we provide? Our solutions are not the best fit for everyone. It's not for everyone. Clearly not. However, if you have clear plans, clear ideas, right, on how to inject capital into your business to increase revenues, increase profits, to undergo that growth or expansion plan that you've been thinking about, but haven't been able to move on. So with this, we can make things happen, right? That's what it's all about. It's about your growth, your plans, your ideas. And does what we offer fit into that picture, into your picture? Bottom line, that's it. And I don't BS again. So if you, this is just a quick introduction. I'm going to be posting videos, more videos about all the different subtle nuances of this industry and the benefits of it, and clearly things to look out for. Okay, and where this kind of solution can help tremendously if you use it as leverage. But if you misuse it, or if you don't have a good plan, I'm not going to work with you because it becomes way too expensive. Okay, that's bottom line, just being real. So whether you're in trucking and transportation, whether you're in retail, whether you're in dentistry, healthcare, whether you're in auto repair, all kinds of industries, all kinds of businesses that I want to work with. I want to be the local resource here in my area. Okay, here in in the southern Oregon coast, but also throughout the state of Oregon. Okay, originally I'm from New York City, back east, and I'm willing to work with businesses throughout the country as well. But I want to first focus here. I want to be a local resource here, build relationships here, and see what works for the good of all. That's the bottom line. So again, this is Feliciano, independent broker, newly certified independent broker with David Allen Capital. If you wish to reach out to me, check me out on Facebook, Rich Feliciano. I'm just ramping up my social, because I'm not into social media, but I realize that that's where a lot of business is found and a lot of relationships can be formed. And so you can find me on Facebook, Rich Feliciano in Coos Bay, Oregon. You can also find me on, I'm going to create a YouTube channel. I will be posting videos, again, educational, right? It's all, and no fluff. And it's not about sales. Here's the information. Here's a solution. Does it work for you? Cool. Let's make it work. And if not, then all right, it's all good. We just part as friends. So I will be doing this, posting videos and kind of sharing information moving forward. And again, if you want to reach out to me on Facebook, you can also call me. It's 541-216-7196, 541-216-7196, extension 800, extension 800. Okay. You can also reach me by mobile. Um, and actually, maybe I won't leave that just yet. Maybe I'll get a second mobile just for work. Perhaps I don't want to mingle too much with my personal. But yeah, you can also email me, Rich Agent, Rich, R-A-C-H, Rich Agent 911 at gmail.com. Rich Agent 911 at gmail.com. Rich Agent 911 at gmail.com. So I think that's it for now, folks. I'm going to exit out of here and give you the rest of your day to yourself. But check back in. Let's make this happen. I'm really excited. And if you wish to communicate about possibly getting funding for your business, or even possibly coming on board as an independent broker, reach out. Let's talk. Let's make it happen. All right. Peace. Blessings. Stay blessed.